What is up, good people? We are back. Wait, I said we like Hendo hasn't been on live. It's just been me. Look, we have a special guest in the building tonight, and we are so excited to have her with us tonight. We are previewing this game with Really Flawed herself. Thank you, Really Flawed, for being here with us tonight. How are you?
I am so good. And you know what? It's actually kind of great that we're both just not very good football teams right now. And we can just kind of talk about like what could be, what might never be. The game could end being 7-6 and nobody would be surprised. Yeah.
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. We won 5 out of our last 6 games.
We've lost 2 out of our last. So listen, it is what it is at this point. And you know what's actually funny? Like, what worse team for the Ravens to see right now than the Steelers? And what worse team for the Steelers to see right now than the Ravens?
The Bengals. We can answer that from experience. The 2 and whatever they were last week on Thursday night, Bengals. Yeah, them. That would be, talk about embarrassing. But we're not here, but that's behind us now. Okay, that's in the rear view. Anyway,
hey, to be fair, though, we had the same thing happen to us on Thursday night with the Bengals. So hey, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Things are a little bit different because we had Joe Burrow, you had Joe Flacco.
But it's the Bengals. Anyways, how are you, Hendo?
I'm tired. I'm here. I'm physically, emotionally, spiritually. I'm just drained right now. But I'm here, especially one of our favorite guests. You've been on the show before. I would like to thank you for coming back. And for those of you that don't know her, this is Really Flawed. She does a lot of live streams with former Pittsburgh Steeler Ron Moats, 4-year linebacker.
Arthur Moats.
I'm sorry, Arthur Moats. I'm so tired. Yeah, that guy. When I say Ron, I'm thinking about Ryan Clark. Arthur Moats, former linebacker, former Buffalo Bill. Like, yeah, that guy. So, but the reason that we like having her on the channel is because she keeps it real. She speaks her mind, and she is a lover of all things Lamar Jackson.
Facts.
So we're here tonight to do a Purple Friday Q&A. Glad that you can come here and be a part of a winning organization.
Wait, Hendo, like, okay, I need you to talk lightly, like tread lightly. Okay, somebody stepped on Lamar Jackson's foot today. We're gonna get into all of that. Like, we got a lot to talk about, y'all. We got a lot to talk about. But if you have questions for us, and if you have questions for Really Flawed, please leave the questions in the chat as we go along, and we will do our best to answer them. Safest, quickest way to make sure that your comments are read, there is a super chat down below on all of our channels. Go ahead and hit that super chat, cash app, super stickers. You know what to do. Just hit it up and we'll appreciate you. But let's go ahead and jump right into this. Really Flawed. Listen, your team right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers, coming off of, you guys started the season pretty hot. Yep. And it was looking like, wow, man, the Steelers are back. Yeah. How are you feeling right now going into week 14?
Unfortunately, the same way I was feeling last year heading into week 14. I think the Steelers are at a crossroads. And I think we're at a point where it's like, is it or isn't it? And if it isn't, what does that mean? And I think for me, being a Steelers fan for so long and seeing so many things, we just haven't been able to find a quarterback. And I just think everything else from there has just not been it. Like, it's just like everything feels off kilter. And yeah, I mean, it's been an interesting ride. I think I've watched our defense get absolutely like just whatever. They're being obliterated. But a lot of that is like our offense, though, is so bad that for me, I'm like, are we thinking about how bad this offense is? Like, I feel like sometimes we focus so much on, because we're the Steelers and it's like defense, and that's fine. But like last game, our offense was on the field for, I think, like only 12 minutes or 16 minutes, something like that. No one's going to win any football games in that way. No one. No matter where no one. It's just not going to happen. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Just bad.
Listen, and want to say a quick shout out, good evening to all of you who've already joined us in the chat. We really appreciate you. Wherever you are watching, whether you're watching on Really Flawed's channel, Hendo's channel, or my channel, do us a favor, hit the like button. It helps our channels a ton. And yes, Hendonda is back. The Hendonda show is back. Like, we never left. But look.
It's the Hey Yo show. Get your stuff right. Stop lying to these people.
No, I'm just, when I look at the Steelers, right, just like you said, really flawed. You think of the Steelers as the team that is defense like 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, okay, and I know the saying is defense wins championships, but you got to be able to score points. And how do you think your quarterback is going to do? And I know last week I saw him, he took a brutal beating. I mean, I'm talking from the hits to his nose, everything was going wrong for Aaron Rodgers. How do you think he's going to, he's playing through an injury.
Yeah.
And our quarterback obviously is playing through a couple of injuries himself. But how do you think Rodgers, veteran quarterback in this league, is going to respond come Sunday?
Well, I think the problem is we don't know. I mean, history tells me, and when I say history, I'm just talking about like this season. History tells me nothing because I don't know. Like, I think the problem, I feel like the foundational issue with the Steelers on offense is that we don't really have an identity. And I think when you don't have an identity, like, we don't know if we are going to, we're the Steelers, so we run the ball first to pass the ball. Well, we haven't really been able to establish the running part of this. And so then there's the Aaron Rodgers part of this where he, likes to do certain things, but now he has the wrist thing. So the things that he even likes to do, can he even do those things very well? I mean, he's 40 plus years old.
Just had a birthday.
Right. Where is he now? 42?
42.
Yeah. So again, I don't really know. I'm on the camp, and I've been on this camp for probably 5 weeks, where I'm like, hey, just line it up, throw back, hike it, and throw it up there. Let's see what we got. Just tell everybody run deep. Couple people curl. Everybody else run deep.
Just do that.
See what happens. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And I've said this too, the problem the Steelers have is every team we play has somebody that can change the game. I think, right, last week we played the Bills and they weren't playing very good, but they have Josh Allen. He's a difference maker. This week, the Ravens haven't been playing very good, but you guys have Derrick Henry. And historically, the Steelers have struggled tackling Derrick Henry the past 2 games that we've played, you guys. So it's even if we are a little bit better is just still not good enough because we don't have an X factor. We don't have a game changer. We just have a bunch of guys.
We
have a lot of them. We have a lot of them. You might know some of them.
We used to have them. A couple of them used to be employed by the Baltimore Ravens on our roster. So yes, we're familiar. Hendo, what do you think? How do you think Aaron Rodgers, he's playing through, like she said, a wrist injury. He's not going to be able to go under center much, if at all. Nose look to be broken, but whatever. You play through that. Mm-hmm. How do you think Aaron Rodgers is going to respond? And remember, our defense, keep in mind how we have been, steadily getting better, but some games we're not, and we're banged up too in terms of our defense. So what do you think, Hendo, for this game?
Oh, I think that this game is a wrap. Aaron Rodgers, as she eloquently stated, with the injury to Aaron Rodgers, she doesn't know if he's going to be able to do certain things that he's done in the past, but it is a left wrist injury. He is a right arm quarterback. So he's still going to be able to throw interceptions, throw the ball in the dirt. Nothing's going to change in that effect. But more importantly for me, the one fatal flaw that I think that is hurting this team is Mike Tomlin's inability to find an offensive coordinator. You had Todd Haley, you had Matt Canada. God knows why he brought in Arthur Smith. I love him for it because it makes his team worse, but they don't really have weapons. They decided that they were going to move on from George Pickens. I applaud y'all for that. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. But you decided that DK Metcalf was going to be the better receiver, and you gave him a boatload of money. But for people that have actually watched DK, who is a phenomenal athlete and a good wide receiver, his route tree is limited. So if you take away certain routes from him, he's not as effective. If you don't have a quarterback that can get him the ball, he's less effective. Now, your running game, that's where I think a lot of the issues come in at, because last week, y'all had 58 yards rushing, and you gave up 246 yards. Now, you said Josh Allen was a great quarterback, but don't besmirch the name of James Cook, because James Cook was the one that was doing damage versus you. And Derrick Henry, to me, is a better version of a running back. So if you guys couldn't stop him, especially with Patrick Queen ailing and who is it? What is it? Who's your first round pick? Harmon?
Yeah, Derek Harmon.
He's out for this upcoming game. So you have some pieces on defense that are already hurting, that gave up not a franchise record, but a record that has stood for at least 20 years for your team. So if they can do that, hopefully with the offensive line we have, we can do at least half. But I don't see that your offense doing a lot. Our offensive line is ain't really good, but
that was what I'm saying. Let's flip that around and talk about how you guys played against the Bengals. How great was that against the Bengals?
Let's not until we did. We are so trying to forget that game. I mean, look.
I was
embarrassed on Thanksgiving night.
But so if we want to throw out, last week's games for both teams, let's just go.
For both teams.
Wow. Let's lock in and push it to the side. So we're going to throw those out and let's go to head-to-head matchups over the last season. The Ravens won the season series 2-1. In the last two games that the Ravens played, Derrick Henry rushed for 168 yards and 186 yards.
And what happened in the first game?
We came in second place.
We lost. But once we figured you guys out and you hit your mid to late season skid, which you're in right now. So we're parallel to last season. So while you're in your skid and we're trying to figure some things out.
That is so putting it mildly. We are trying to figure some things out. Like, okay, we're in week 14 You know,
you're literally throwing interceptions to the air.
Yeah, you're trying to figure
letting the football go. It's like, oh, whoops. And I'm a Lamar fan. That's my guy. But like, bruh, like, what are we doing?
A whole bunch of nothing. That's what we did. Rakib, thank you for our first super chat of the night with the $4.99 donation. Thank you for your support. We appreciate you. And just so that you know, really flawed, Rakib is a Buffalo fanatic. But Rakib comes by and supports this show all the time, even though he talks some trash. But Rakib said he took care of our dirty work. He took care of our lightweight for us. You're welcome. Thank you, Rakib. Look, I'm not sold on the Bills. I think the Bills. I'm just not. And maybe it's just because y'all beat us, and I'm being a hater. But I'm just not sold. But you know, like
the last two times.
Okay, why you got to bring up old stuff? Okay, why you got to do that? Like, you know, let's stay in this season. I don't want to talk about Mark Andrews and he just got paid. And never mind.
How are we feeling about those tight ends getting paid? How do you feel about that Mark Andrews?
Hey, hotspot.
No, you're not gonna do that.
Appreciate you dropping by. Yes.
No. Lindsay Bailey said, "Hendo, we have guests in the building tonight. Behave yourself." So. Really flawed asked a question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How do you feel about Mark Andrews? How did you like that signing on offense?
This is that is the signing that has divided a fan base. You have people on one side saying Mark Andrews is the Triple Crown receiving all-time franchise leader in categories for the Ravens team, but you have those of us, especially me, that say those feats weren't miraculous. 5,777 receiving yards for a franchise 30-year history. That's not a lot, but you have to give credit to where credit is due. But Mark Andrews, he has had 16 touchdowns over the last two seasons. Give him credit for that. People want to say that he is Lamar's safety blanket, so they had to re-sign him. Some people, I know drugs are prevalent in Maryland, but they said that he is the glue that holds this wide receiver room together. He does not hold anything together because he drops more than he catches. For me personally, in my opinion, I think that it was truly a mistake. People want to compare him to Isaiah Likely. Isaiah Likely's 5 years younger. He has more upside and potential. Mark Andrews, you can clearly see, is on the downside of his career. We got rid of Todd Heap, who was our leading receiver at one point. We let him go at age 30. Because they had this relationship with Mark Andrews, they wanted to keep him around. They talk about, he's a hard worker. He does this. That's cool. But is he a winner in the playoffs? And somebody on Twitter today was like, I thought that Isaiah Likely had these mind-numbing stats in the playoffs that make people just go crazy over him. But my thing is, he's played less years. He already has 2 touchdowns. He had the game-time touchdown, so to speak, in the game versus Buffalo for a young player. He came up big in big moments. Mark Andrews, through 8 playoff games, has 8 drops, caused a couple turnovers, fumble. They want to talk about the drop 2-point conversion. They missed the fumble.
The fumble pissed me off.
Goal line. You can't forget that at the goal line. Like he
didn't fumble at the goal line. He fumbled, but we were about to take the lead. He was in the middle of the field. He was in the middle of the field about to take the lead. And they want to talk about that one game like it is his only faux pas throughout his career. I'm looking at upside. I'm looking at things that people could do in the future. Next season, we may be strapped for cash, and we have a boatload of free agents. Tight end, 30 plus years old, was not on my to-do list for the Ravens. So and Yolanda knows how I feel about Andrews. He comes up big in certain spots during the regular season. You cannot take any of that away from him. But when it comes to the postseason and when we need our best performers to perform, he falls short every time. And certain people are going to tell you, what about Lamar? What about Lamar? Lamar has made his mistakes throughout the playoffs, but I can give you 16 times where Lamar has led a game time drive. I can give you countless accounts of where Lamar Jackson has accounted for touchdowns. Can anyone in here tell me when Mark Andrews has accounted for any touchdowns in the postseason? You can't. So stop bringing up Lamar Jackson, because Lamar Jackson, even though he had 2 turnovers in that Buffalo game, second half he was lights out without his number 1 wide receiver, and a portion without his number 2 wide receiver. Mark Andrews is supposed to be his security blanket, his number 1, his go-to, but he cannot count on him when the playoffs start. And I thought that this was supposed to be his redemption season, where he came in and showed everybody raw that, I'm a businessman, and last season was this season. This man doesn't have, 400 yards yet? And they talk about he's having an all-time great season for a tight end. He has 373 yards receiving through 14 weeks. How is that great? He's getting paid like a top 10 tight end, but his numbers don't reflect top 10 tight endness. So yeah, to me,
you like it.
He loves it, actually.
I can't wait for the Steelers to sign Darnell Washington to a big deal. I can't wait for that.
Listen, and I'll give my thoughts really quickly about Mark Andrews. So I have been a Mark Andrews fan, primarily because Lamar really has called him kind of like, hey, that's my guy. Again, it's Lamar. He is your, leader of the team. I doubt seriously we're ever going to hear Lamar get on the podium and say, oh, you mean Mark Andrews, the one that can't catch a pass when I need him? Oh, you mean the Mark Andrews who lets me down time and time and time again? Oh, you mean the Mark Andrews who... I don't think he's going to say that. So obviously whenever he's questioned about Mark Andrews, hey, about this drop, this fumble, he's just like, oh, that's my guy. He's going to bounce back. We all have not so great games. And that's the leader that he is. However, if we rely purely on stats, Mark Andrews has not been dependable. He's not been reliable. And so for him to be extended before our center, we have other issues. We have other pressing needs, I think, than signing. Yeah, well, we're not even going to go there with offensive line. And I see you, Imani says 77 going to get a contract extension. If he does, you said the same. Don't shake your head, Hendo. Don't do that.
I'm sorry.
Is that the guy that keeps stepping on
Lamar's foot?
But you know why? Can I just say something?
Yes,
the funniest part to me is the Steelers were picked, I think, to win, be 3rd or 4th in the division this year. I don't know. We were picked to just be bad, right? So for me, anything above that, we're technically overachieving per what people thought we were going to be, underachieving per Steelers fans, right? Because Steelers fans were supposed to go undefeated, win the Super Bowl 75-0, right? So, but the funny thing is the Ravens are more talented, have all the things, had all the draft picks, have the quarterback, the receivers, the tight ends, the defense, the quarterback, all the things, and they just can't get right. It's literally they had every year it was this is the Ravens year. This is going to be the Ravens year. This is going to be the year Lamar figures out. This is going to be the year the offensive line protects him. This is going to be the year the receivers catch the ball. This is going to be the year the defense is able to stand up. The defense can't even stop anybody. They're negative in turnover margin. So for me, I am what is going on? I honestly want to know from you all's opinion, what is happening with the Ravens? Because the Steelers, everybody can kind of look at us, right, and be like, well, they're kind of older. Okay, they don't have a core, right? You can kind of point to what do you think? I want to know what both of you think the Ravens issue is, honest issue of why they just can't get right.
Coaching.
That is, but mentality. So, and the reason I left this comment up is because a lot of people have said we re-signed Mark Andrews because likely wanted too much money. And my issue with the Ravens brass and front office and some of the fans, not you, Joey, because you the guy, is the fact that no, that's my guy. Is the fact that it's always a this or that mentality. Oh, pay Mark Andrews or pay Isaiah Likely. How about neither? How about you draft somebody or get a free agent in? There were other options out there that the Ravens could have gone to, but they want to stick to this antiquated notion of stay loyal to the guys. The New England Patriots, and the reason that they were so successful was the fact that they let guys go a year too early rather than a year too late. And we stand on sentimentality. And Mark Andrews is a John Harbaugh guy. It's moves like this why, if let's say, for instance, that Mark Andrews declines next season, now we're going to have to sign another free agent tight end to come in and pick up his slack. Now that's more money we spending on a position that is not of need. So is
it the GM?
It's both.
It's partially. It's the head coach and the GM. The GM wants to build a football team from the back inward. He wants to build up a secondary and then worry about everything else after the fact because Lamar has everything else. Even though he came out and said, we need strong offensive lines, we need strong defensive lines, but yet still we get to a draft. He wants to draft 2 first-round safeties. He wants to draft a bevy of first-round corners and then say, you know what, I'll go into the 6th round and get this offensive lineman. I'll go into the 6th round and get this defensive tackle and hope that they can play. And then when they can't, it's an issue. But then after he drafts these guys, we go into free agency and we get more safeties and we get more cornerbacks.
Now y'all got some safeties and corners. That's true.
And we do. We have a lot of them. But we don't have an offensive lineman that can really protect Lamar Jackson.
And he doubles down on certain positions that aren't of importance. Now, if we want to take it back to the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens of the early 2000s, then yes, you want to prioritize a middle linebacker and a safety. But in today's NFL, you can find those guys in the 3rd and 4th rounds. Yeah. If you look at the Detroit Lions, they found 2 of them. But yet and still, we need to have 2 first-round safeties. And then we need to bring in a 3rd safety so our first round safety can be put in a position to prosper. Like, it's just a whole bunch of things that just don't make sense to me. Now, are they good players? Yes, they are. But they don't affect NFL games like people think that they do. People constantly talk about defense wins championships. If defense wins championships, why have the Ravens nor the Steelers, why have they not won a championship in so long? Because they've had some of the better defenses in the league, but they haven't had offense. That's why neither of us haven't had a championship in a very long time, in over a decade.
Yeah, we can't score enough points.
Well, see, we could, in the beginning of the season, the Ravens were putting up 40 points, 35 points. We were doing it, and then we thought, oh, well, Lamar is continuing to get banged up. Oh, Lamar's taking all of these hits. Oh, Lamar, but he'll just be fine. He'll, just shrug it off and keep going. Okay, now fast forward to week 14. And he's playing through multiple injuries. And we see that, and not to mention, again, we can talk about this all night. Our offensive line isn't really helping out.
Thanks.
So with that said, we're not scoring points or, in recent weeks since he's come back.
Listen, shout out to Kwame. Appreciate the super chat. Says, not factual about stats, and though Mark Andrews has been our best receiver for 8 years. If you want to talk postseason, mention someone who stepped up. Glad that you said that, sir. But since you want to talk about stats and not being factual, Mark Andrews has played 8 playoff games. He's averaging 39.5 receiving yards per game. Not even 50 yards per game. 0 touchdowns. What's not factual about that? But if you do want somebody that stepped up, look at Hollywood Brown. He stepped up in the playoffs every year. Not Mark Andrews, not his safety blanket, but he stepped up. Even outside of a few mistakes here and there, Zay Flowers has stepped up. So, yeah, Mark Andrews has been non-existent for someone that's supposed to be his security blanket. For the first 4 years of his career, he was literally his only receiver that he really went to and had, and yet still couldn't give you 50 yards a game.
And Kwame, you said, Hendo mentioned earlier that Mark Andrews fumbles more than he catches the ball. For me, it's not about how many times did he catch the ball, how many times did he fumble. Well, certainly that plays a part. But I'm also considering when we need you in a crucial moment, is Mark Andrews a playmaker?
Oh, he's our best receiver in the regular season.
No. Right. But that's just
Zay's our best receiver.
I was going to say, no, let's stop it. He's not, because we can certainly look at Zay Flowers' stats and argue that. But my point is, when you have a playmaker on your team, playmakers make plays. Playmakers shine.
I mean, that's true.
And that's true. If you can't say that about Mark Andrews consistently, that's a problem. But
56 million and 39 million should say he should make at least a play, not even plays. Yeah. Give me a play. So since we want to talk stats and stepping up in the playoffs, when has Mark Andrews done anything in the playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
Anything. Give me a Mark Andrews playoff moment.
No, there's not.
There's probably not one. There's probably not one. Listen, someone said earlier.
Give me one. I'll ask for one.
Someone said earlier, this could be. Someone said earlier that this could be the tight ends game. Freiermuth. Like seriously, somebody said this really could be a game of the tight ends. How are you feeling about your tight ends, really flawed?
I like our tight ends.
Okay.
I like our tight ends. I don't think they're the issue. Yeah. I mean, if this is a tight end game, I mean, point stealers. Like, we have so many of them. We have 5. Pick your poison. So, I think the problem, what's kind of funny is, like, as I'm just sitting here thinking about this, I think it's going to be one of those games where, because if you look at both of us, we're struggling in similar situations, if that makes sense. Like, you all's offensive line is a little bit off kilter. Lamar's a little bit off kilter.
A little bit.
So I'm giving a little grace, I'm giving a little. But my point is like, if you kind of look at every situation, you can kind of say who's supposed to be better. Obviously, the Ravens, right? Like, defense is everything the Ravens has is supposed to be better. That's just what it is. But then when you just look at this game that it's Ravens Steelers, that's where things get interesting, because it's like, where is that moment going to pop up in this game? Like, where is that going to show? Like, is it going to be, does that mean it's going to be a low scoring game? It's going to be weird. Does that mean it's going to be an awkward high scoring game? I can't remember us ever having, maybe one time in the playoffs, we had a really high scoring game. I feel like the game that was it the game we were down like 21 points, or anyways, my point is like, when has that ever happened? And so I don't know what this game is going to be. Like, I honestly just don't know. Like, it could be ugly, right? It could be like a 3 turnover Lamar game, but we also have 3 turnovers, and we're like, it could just be like a hodgepodge of like, what is this game? So,
listen, you said a mouthful there with that one. It could really come down to that. Like, what are we watching? That's how I felt this last game. When I'm watching the Ravens primetime Thanksgiving night, I'm like, Ravens, don't embarrass me. What am I watching? Like, so for me, it's a matter of what Ravens team are we going to see? Are we going to see a team that we saw early in the season where the offense was just right? They were able to score points, but our defense was terrible. Then we got to a point where that flipped and our defense started to improve, but our offense went flat. Lamar exits stage left, and here we are. We can't seem to play one complementary game of football where both offense and defense do very well. If that happens, when that happens, I think the Ravens are a very good team. It's just a matter of right now, we're not playing to that degree. So going against the Steelers, I mean, I have my reservations. I do. I have my reservations. But one thing that makes me a little happier is that Watt is not playing at the level that we have seen Watt play and that we've been accustomed to.
That's fair.
Has he seen his offensive line yet?
I was about to put it in perspective. I really was. I was about to put it in perspective.
This is his coming out game.
Listen, there was a joke earlier like, hey, does your defense need to get right? Come play the Baltimore Ravens. We can help you with that.
No, I'm like that with the Steelers. I'm like, hey, are you having trouble running the ball? We'll help you. Are you having trouble managing the clock? We'll help you. Are you having do you want to set records? We'll help you.
Exactly.
It happened with the Chargers. It happened with the Bengals. It happened with the Bills. Like, if you need help getting something going, I know a perfect team for you.
Like I know the team that will help you. You need to build some momentum. Just ask Joe Burrow. He came back from an injury. Like, who thought Joe Burrow was going to look and play like he did?
I was shocked.
That man said, I'm hurt till I'm not. We play the Ravens? I'm coming back.
I got you. This is good. I'm going to pick which week I'm going to come back. I'm going to select. Let me see the schedule. Ravens. Put me there. Put me down.
Yeah.
Put bucket. I'll be there.
Can I be honest too?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow is Joe Burrow, right? Yeah. And Joe Burrow did what we expect good quarterbacks to do, good players to do, right? He had a Joe Burrow moment. We expect it. He waited his time. He did what he needed to do. He did what you expect a great quarterback to do. I'll commend him for that. What actually shocked me was how bad Lamar played and how awful the defense looked. I did not have that on my I didn't have that on my bingo card in any way, shape, or form. Lamar, because it was a Thursday, he's coming off of an injury. I kind of feel like I'm seeing a trend happen on these Thursday night games. So, okay, you know what? Okay, fine. It was still awful, but okay. What has happened with the defense, actually? Like, what has actually happened? Like, what is it?
Yeah, we're just not properly. I don't think we're properly coached. And I think a lot of it too, if you look back to when we had Mike McDonald as our defensive coordinator a couple of years back, we have essentially the same core players that we had under Mike McDonald. Here and there, you know, we lost a piece here, we traded away a piece here and there. But if you look at our defense as a whole, we're 90% intact. We figured it out with Todd Monken. We figured out how to use these players with Todd. I'm sorry, I said Todd Monken, excuse me, with Mike McDonald. We figured it out. And fast forward now, we have a defensive coordinator who I just don't think is, I mean, sure, have we seen our defense improve in some games and some aspects? Yes, we have. But you also have to look at the competition that we were facing at the time that they looked to be a dominating defense.
I agree with that.
So, I mean, when you go up against a great offense, our defense doesn't look good. They don't. And Joe Burrow,
he got injured again. Lamar?
Who got injured again?
Lamar?
Yeah, he got stepped on his foot today.
He got stepped on.
Please don't tell me it was the same guy that keeps stepping on him in the games.
He won't say.
Yeah, he was asked that today in the presser, like, you know, hey, Lamar, who stepped on your foot? And he's
y'all crazy.
Y'all play too many games.
My man trying to get a contract at the season.
Y'all play too much. And so we don't know. But, you know, all signs point to it probably was. But anyway, so, you know.
Shout out to Lamar for being a leader, though. I respect that.
Yeah. All right. So let me ask you, Miss Really Flawed. All right. So we talked about your offense not being able to get right. But if it is a game where your tight ends, all 5 of them, have themselves a day, it could be problematic for us because we still have issues defending against tight ends. But moving on to your defense, right? Who has been your one player that you consistently say, no matter what, throughout this season, this player is one that you need to watch out for?
Oh, Jalen Ramsey, playing safety. Okay. Yeah, like I think so. It's interesting. So, okay, if we're ignoring last game, right? Because anytime you're on the field for 42 minutes on your defense, like it doesn't matter. No one's defense is good after 42 minutes. We'll just wash that one away. I think if you look at who we've been throughout the season, the consistency of the Steelers has been Jalen Ramsey being able to manage the back end of the defense because the front end of the defense hasn't done much or anything. So we need kind of somebody preventing some things happening. And I think Jalen Ramsey still presents challenges for quarterbacks that are facing him because they know he's back there. And so I think that helps. And so I think he's been helpful. But then there's certain games, though, where our defensive line does step up and our linebackers do step up. It's just the Steelers have been consistently inconsistent. So game to game, like I might say one guy, but then the next game I'm like, yeah, not that guy. No, not him anymore. So it's like, I don't even know. That's what I'm saying. Like obviously we're 6-6, right? Like 6-6 states, your team is extremely average, really good at being inconsistent.
Mid. Your team is mid.
Yeah. So I mean, so if I could say, and I think I'll be honest and say minus last game, I think that Jalen Ramsey, the games that we have won, even the games that we have been close in, even like against the Bears, if you watch the way Caleb Williams played quarterback, he always kind of knew where Ramsey was and tried to make sure to do something different. That lets me know you're impacting the game. Now, whether you're always making the play, we all know in football, it's not about who's always making the play. It's about who's impacting the way that players are playing around them. And that's Jalen Ramsey. It just sucks that he's our safety. So he's like he's like the back end of the back end of the back end. But the truth is, everybody else has just been, doing their out there.
Yeah. Hendo, if there is a matchup from the Steelers defense to the Ravens offense that kind of gives you a little concern, who would those two players be matched up against one another?
I don't have a matchup, but I do have a player that I'm most concerned with, and that player would be Darius Slay. He's going to be on his couch laughing at us both. Like, I got out this game right in time. I'm retiring, so I can sit on my couch and laugh at both of y'all because, damn, like, what?
You know what? You didn't have to.
Because neither one of y'all is.
Neither one of y'all look like anything.
That man said, "I'm a retire."
And you know what, Ricky? Darius Slay said, "Oh, the Bills want me. You know what? I need to contemplate my life choices. I need to rethink some things. I need to go into a corner and sit. I'm not going to report." So there must be some truth to that. Listen, he just wants to go back to the Eagles. That's
no, I mean, he can't really now because.
I just said,
but I do think, I think that may be a move he wanted to make. But one of the issues with the Steelers defense is, and we've talked about this early in the week, is that the Steelers defense has been on the field a full 2.5 games longer than any other team in the NFL. So you're this far along into the season, they are tired. Mm-hmm. This is why the Buffalo Bills can run the same play 29 times in a game and rack up 240 yards because they're tired. Their offense is giving them nothing. They thought that they were going to get more out of Aaron Rodgers and BK Metcalf. He doesn't have anything around him. Calvin Austin III, I thought he was going to be a solid receiver when they drafted him, but but more importantly, Mike Tomlin, who I respect and think is a great head coach, has picked poorly with offensive coordinators, and the front office has not provided him with a quarterback since Ben Roethlisberger has retired. So since that office has been in flux for the last few seasons, the defense has had to carry the load. And when you start getting a little bit older, those reps, those practices, those games start to take a toll on you. Yep. And they can't hold up the way that they used to. And when you get older, those guys are starting to get injured. So now guys have to start compensating. Jalen Ramsey, even a couple of games, he had to switch from safety to corner because so many of their cornerbacks were getting hurt during the game. So I just think that those guys are tired. Hopefully this is the game that they don't get their legs under them. Keep doing what you've been doing. You sucked in, suck this Sunday. We got a date for the division league.
Wait, you don't get to talk about any other team sucking because you know why? When we do our live streams, what is the clip that you have for the Baltimore Ravens? Oh no.
We suck again.
Right there. We're going to tread lightly. Coming from way downtown. Thank you so much for the $20 donation. We appreciate your support. Wow. Popped in to say hello to my future ex-wifey and dogs fan. Wow. You've got a future ex-husband. All right. I love it.
Well, he said wifey. He said wifey, so they're not getting married. So, this is ex.
Like, I'm just saying. My future ex-wifey and dogs fan. Her mac and cheese is flawed, but she knows ball. Go Falcons.
Oh, hold up. You know what, Reggie? You came from way deep, so I'm not even gonna say nothing. But
no, leave Reggie alone. Reggie.
Thank you, Reggie.
Yeah, be nice.
But I mean, I'm not being mean, but I'm just like, turn down Lamar because he gets too injured to sign Kirk Cousins. While he was injured, then you drafted a dude who was injured all throughout college. No, but he was injured all throughout college. So, but go Falcons because listen, Andre Rison used to be one of my favorite wide receivers.
Not Andre Rison.
Andre Rison was my dude. When him and Dion was on the same prime time and showtime, I'm telling you.
Andre Rison is good on what's that video? Super Tecmo Bowl?
Is he?
He's really good. But I don't think was he with the Falcons in that game?
I mean, he was.
Anyways.
He won the Super Bowl.
Totally random.
Well, we appreciate you, Reggie. Thank you. If you have questions for us, make sure you ask now. Make sure you drop your questions in the chat. We are not going to be here all night. But I do want to know, really flawed, does this game the outcome of this game, does that really tell you where your Steelers are? Or does that tell you if the Ravens win, where the Ravens are?
I really think it depends on the game. Because so the interesting thing about last week is after halftime, right, is where it really took a turn. Because heading in at halftime, we were winning, right? 7-3. We hold the Buffalo Bills to 3 points. We get 2 turnovers, right? And it all just looks like it's going like it's supposed to go, right? Cool. We come out, we have the football, and you think everything. You're like, okay, let's see. We have the first drive. Let's see what they talk about at halftime, right? Let's kind of see what happens. First play of the game, Aaron Rodgers gets leveled, fumbles. Defense scores a touchdown. It's now 10-7, and our defense hasn't even done anything. And so for me, it's like, if it's like that, I think it's just going to tell me that like it is what it is, right? I think the tricky part and maybe the genius of the NFL is this game matters. I'm not going to say it doesn't matter, but this is our first meeting all season. And in a weird way, and I've always said this from jump, and when I think I made my preview video, what is going to happen is this game's going to happen. And then whatever happens, it's going to keep playing itself out. And at the very end of the season, we're going to be back here again on another Friday night. And we're both going to be looking at each other. And we're going to be like, all right, so the past, 4 games, we played like this. You guys played like this. But one of us have to win this thing. Let's get it taken care of. Well, listen, because I'm not speaking the Bengal. Like, listen. There's 2 things that have to put us together as fan bases. Okay.
Yes.
It is going to be our whatever to the Bengals, right? Because they ain't us. Period.
Facts.
And it's going to be our whatever to the Cleveland Browns because they ain't us either. Okay. So at the very end of this, if we come together about anything, it is going to be the Bengals ain't us. The Browns ain't us. We don't even like the color orange. Okay. This is about us. This is between us.
Respect.
So that's what I'm on, right? So that's what I'm on. Is like, so for me, does it matter what happens in this game? Of course, right? Because you don't want it to get ugly. For obviously my Steelers, I don't want us to play terrible and have like, 5 turnover, and just be like an ugly game where like nothing works. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say it doesn't matter to the NFL, but at the same time, if you look at our schedules as we move forward, they're kind of very similar. We have some tough ones in there. You all have some tough ones in there. So it's like, yeah, it matters, but I feel like I think we're going to be back at this in 4 weeks. And we're going to be like, all right. So
yeah. Hendo, to you, and then we'll get to the question for the panel. To you, Hendo, I'm sorry, the question for the panel, but for you, does this game give you an idea really of where the Ravens stand if we win? And then conversely, if the Steelers win, does it really tell you as a team?
Yes and no. With the way that both teams are playing, it's not going to give me much comfort if we win. I'm not going to feel extremely down if we lose, but I will feel some solace in the fact that if we do beat the Steelers, it'll be our 3rd consecutive victory versus them. And there was a time when there was this speculation we couldn't beat the Steelers. Lamar couldn't get past them. They were Lamar stoppers, and he couldn't do anything with this team. So for us, just with confidence, it lets us know that, yeah, they're our division rivals. We're mirror teams, but we can beat them. So psychologically, I think it does something for us. But I think even if we lose this game, it's not going to be too telling on the rest of the season. Now, what's going to be telling to me for us is that Packers game and the Patriots game, because division games are tough. Like the Browns suck. Dylan Gabriel and Shador Sanders, they played us tough. Like they don't have a real quarterback. Excuse me, fellas. They don't have a real starting quarterback or starting caliber quarterback, and yet still the game was extremely close. So division games are tough. The Steelers, even though they're down, we're down. It could be a hard-fought game. Like we talked about before the stream started. When was the last time we had a Ravens-Steelers game where nobody was really amped? Fan bases aren't even really talking smack to each other. We just sit here looking at each other like,
okay. Well, we'll see what happens.
Kumbaya.
Yeah. For me, I think this is a tell-all game. Like the Ravens have to win this one. You cannot lose 2 straight games against division rivals and like really think, because, and I guess the same can be said about the Steelers. We've dug ourselves in a hole. Right. Going 6-6, like we've kind of, dug ourselves into this pit, and now we got to claw our way out of it, especially if it's like, fans like myself who want to see this team succeed. It's going to be an uphill battle against the Steelers. No matter what, this is, like Hendo said, a division game. The Steelers, I expect this to be a very physical game, a very tough game. So, for me, I'm looking at it as like a true test of like where the Ravens are. Do we have what it takes to win these tough, gritty, hard-fought games? Do we have it? And if we don't, then That's a problem. That's a problem. But question for the panel from Only Morale. Thank you.
All right. Let's see. Let's go.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I am getting over something, so pardon me for the coughing and whatever. But question for the panel: who's you guys' top 5 quarterbacks in the AFC, and why don't you guys believe in Drake May and or Bo Nix? I'll start by saying I didn't say who said that I didn't believe in Drake May, but I'll let you really Flora, go ahead.
I think this conflicts with the way that I look at football, because I don't believe the quarterback single-handedly is responsible for wins and losses. So because I don't feel that way, when I watch Bo Nix play, he is a part of the reason why his team goes right this year, right? Like he is wielding his team to win, even when people are like, they're done. See, I knew it. See, I knew this. Like, and I can't deny that at all. Now, is his defense helping him? Absolutely. Right. Are other things helping him? Absolutely. I also can't deny that. But when his team needs him to make a play, guess what? He stands in and he makes a play and his team wins. I would do anything if I had a quarterback that could do that right now. Respectfully, sign me up for that. Like, if you're telling me that's what Aaron Rodgers is going to do is what Bo Nix is doing right now, absolutely. Yes. And I feel the same way with Drake May. Is Drake May, they're on an 8-game winning streak right now. Are you going to tell me that like Drake May doesn't have anything to do with that? I mean, that's a huge feat. The last time they lost was against us, and they had 5 turnovers in that game. So for me, if I look at how quarterbacks are playing right now, I am not going to knock those 2 guys when all they're doing is helping their team win football games. Yeah, I can't do it. I mean, now if you want me to look at total body of work and it's year 2 and all, that's a different conversation. But for this year, for 2025, respectfully, give me both of those guys on the Steelers team right now. I mean, what are we doing? Like my quarterback can't stop throwing the ball to the other team. So, I mean, anyways, so I don't personally this year. I don't have an issue with Drake May and Bo Nix. Are they the best quarterbacks we've ever seen? Absolutely not. Would I take Joe Burrow over both of those guys? Yeah, but it doesn't mean they're not good. This year they're playing great. They're one of the reasons why their teams are winning football games.
Right, I mean,
you give your Hendo, who are your top 5 QBs in the AFC?
It's simple. It's Lamar. It's Patrick. It's Joe Burrow. It's Josh Allen and Justin Herbert. Those 5 quarterbacks.
No.
Ooh, are you putting?
I'm taking out one of yours. I was with you. That number 4 has to go. Ooh. Sorry, Rakib. Not sorry. Josh Allen is not in my top 5.
And you're replacing him with?
I will replace him with, let me think about it. It could be Drake May. It could be, you can frown up all you want to, but yeah.
You're putting Lamar in there right now?
Best quarterbacks in it? Yes, I am.
Yeah, absolutely putting him in
so
there.
let me ask you a question, Miss Ma'am. So, I see the skepticism on your face, but if right now I were to offer you Lamar Jackson on your team, would you take him?
If you were to offer me Lamar Jackson, would I take him? Yes. But if you said to me, I had to pick a quarterback right now, I wouldn't take him.
You wouldn't take him? So what?
And that's my guy.
That's your guy. What other quarterback would you take? Would you take Drake maybe if you took Lamar right now?
Right now, right this second? Absolutely. Lamar hasn't been healthy all season.
He was in the beginning when he was leading the league in touchdown passes, passer rating. And
at the beginning of the season, I would have taken him. But if you're asking me right now, week 14,
he healthy now. He good. He right.
Wait. Okay, Hendo, like, okay, stop.
He good. He good. Now listen.
Now you're making me go against my guy based on my common sense.
Good.
No, I couldn't. And listen, if you ask me any other situation before he got hurt, beginning of the season, any other moment in time, Lamar is in my top 5.
But,
it's not even.
But here's the thing, Miss Man. Cool. He may be hurt. He may not be Lamar Jackson. But if he's your quarterback, you're counting on him for more than this one season. Just like we said, Drake May and Bo Nix. This one season, if we're talking about this one, really great. Body of work. And if you had the chance to get Lamar Jackson right now, are you going to say he's having a down year this year, so scrap him for next year? I'm going somewhere else.
Well, based on the question of who is the best or the top 5
I'm asking you.
Yeah, well, based on the way the question was asked, if you're asking me right now, I'm not taking Lamar right now. He's not playing his best football right now.
That's why you got Aaron Rodgers. Exactly why.
Right, and he ain't
Don't talk about my quarterback.
Yeah. But I could have like Drake May, and I could have Josh Allen right now.
No thanks. I'll pass. I'm gonna go ahead on and pass on Josh.
Would I add Justin Herbert?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm not trying to take anything away from just Drake May, even though he went to the University of North Carolina. But without Josh McDaniel and insert Arthur Smith, might be having a different conversation.
Yeah, but see, you can't add layers to this to get me where you want me to be.
No. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to get you to change. I'm just saying, just for the argument of do I believe in Drake May? Josh McDaniels helps a lot. The acquisition of Stephon Diggs helps a lot, and I'm not trying to take anything away from him. For me, it's not that I don't believe in them. I just need to see longevity. I need to see them do it for more than one season because I sat there and I watched C.J. Stroud cut up as a rookie. And ever since then,
fair. Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, it's just no, thank you. Shout out to 33 Lady Ram with the $20 super sticker. We appreciate your support. Thank you. Thank you to all of you coming by, hanging out with the three of us tonight on a Friday night, just talking football. We appreciate it. Do us a favor, wherever you are watching, hit the like button. And if you are not subscribed to all three content creators on this platform, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it. But I just got to say this, Rakib, no, Josh Allen, not top fives.
Okay, so let's who do we agree with? Who are we on the same page about?
Patrick Mahomes, are you on the same page with us?
I'm on that page.
Joe Burrow, are you on the same page with us there?
I'm definitely on that page.
Okay, then that was 3. And Hendo said Josh Allen. I'm not on that page. Are you on Hendo's same page?
Yeah, I'm taking Josh Allen. Yeah.
I don't know why. I'd rather have a pit bull. Okay, and then the 5th one was Justin Herbert. Justin, to me, I don't know.
Okay, let's table him. Who else was there that was on your 5?
I thought of Drake. I said when I said it kind of in jest, but a little sort of kind of serious. I'll take Drake May.
See, again, I would too right now.
And again, like Hendo said, you got to demonstrate it over and over. But I'll say this, really flawed in defense of Lamar. You have seen Lamar take a beating behind this horrible 100%. Offensive line 100%. This season. You take even a not 100% healthy version of Lamar, which is what you're seeing right now. You take this version of Lamar and you put him on a team that has an even slightly better offensive line, even just like marginally better than what we have. Lamar is winning you a Super Bowl, hands down. You take Lamar, Derrick Henry, put them on any team. You name a team right now, drop it in the chat. Name a team who has even a 2% better offensive line than the Ravens. Name one. Drop it in the chat really quickly while I read the super chat from my guy, Mr. Rakib. The reigning, he paid a lot of money to get where he got, defending MVP Josh Allen.
Listen, Rakib. They give participation trophies for 2 professionals too.
Yeah. I mean, and everybody has a bad day and everybody has an off day. And when they cast that NFC vote for Josh Allen, that was just like, that wasn't it.
I take Matt Stafford, but that's NFC. I take Matt.
Yeah, I was going to say for everybody. Yeah, I think a lot of we're talking about only AFC. We're not talking about the NFC.
I think those questions.
No, that was way back. That was.
Oh, okay.
He might be answering your question. Who knows?
Right. The question was name a team. And I said, drop it in the chat. Who has even a remotely better O-line than the Ravens? Saints, Panthers. I'm seeing these teams, Colts. I'm seeing these teams that have even a marginally better offensive line. Bills, you take Lamar even at whether, I don't know, 80% healthy Lamar, 85%, maybe even less than that. I don't know. But you take an 80% Lamar Jackson, put him on a Bills team behind that offensive line, put him on the Saints team, put him on another one was the Saints, the Bills, Colts. You put him there. He's winning you a Super Bowl this year. But you got him behind 77.
72.
Okay, even Arizona, absolutely not. You guys, have you seen Arizona play?
Have you seen Baltimore play?
Have you seen Baltimore?
No.
So listen,
trust
me. Listen, you put Jacoby Brissett behind this offensive line. He's not setting NFL records for passes.
He's not going to get off the field.
Are we talking about previous years?
No, we're talking about right now. He just did that. He just did that a couple weeks ago. He's not doing that in Baltimore because he's not going to be able to stand upright.
Oh, you're talking about if he. I was like, wait, okay.
Yeah, like if you take Lamar Jackson right now, this Sunday, put him on another team. You put Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry on another team who has a better offensive line, even slightly better than what we have as the Ravens. Well, he's winning that team a Super Bowl, even though he's not 100% healthy.
If you say Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, I think that changes the conversation. If you say just Lamar, then I'm moving the needle much. Because some of these teams don't have a Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry and Lamar are like the perfect match of what's going on. Like if they had an offensive line, like they would be like the dynamic duo. And then whoever else they get to play to offset Derrick Henry, obviously, like it wouldn't matter. Yeah. No, again, but I think that changes the conversation. If you could take, because you could take Lamar Jackson and Jonathan Taylor and you have a completely different outlook. But everybody overhypes that Eagles offensive line. I'm sorry.
Well, they've been injured. They've been
banged up though.
And that's why when people keep saying it, and they have like, have you ever looked at their penalties? How many holdings they've gotten and how many false starts they've gotten? Mm-hmm. Like they're like, we've got to stop buying into this narrative that this year that Philadelphia Eagles offensive line is what you think it is.
Well,
no, I don't think. I think Saquon Barkley has regressed a little bit in comparison to last year too. So it's not just
that's a little bit of the offensive line, but more importantly, it's more on that fraud, Jalen Hurts, not being able to.
Oh, that's a different car.
Not being able to throw the ball because now they can stack the box. He's not throwing. You have AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, and you're not even getting them the ball. Like it to me, it look. And I'm not saying he is, but it looks like he's not interested anymore. He's like, I got my Super Bowl, I've gotten my contract. It is what it is. And his performance kind of hurts that offensive line a little bit. They've been banged up. They're missing Jason Kelsey. Like it's a lot of things that have transitioned. But would we take that offensive line?
Yes.
Gosh darn right.
Would I take that entire all those problems? Yes.
Yes, please.
I want all those problems.
I don't mean he's a fraud like he's a bad quarterback. I mean he's a fraud as in when they were arguing, was he a top 5 quarterback? That's what I mean by fraud.
Yeah.
But he ain't it though.
But going back to this Ravens Steelers game,
we went all off.
We went way off. We were supposed to be talking about this game.
The problem is there's way more interesting things to talk about. There's way more interesting football things to talk about.
I got one. Have you heard that thing? The new thing on Twitter. So apparently there's this scorned young lady.
Okay.
She was scorned by her ex, and he maybe or has something to do with the Ravens or some inside knowledge. And she went to a Reddit post, and it's like, well, since me and him ain't together no more, and I hate his guts, I'm gonna spill some tea on some things that went on. And apparently, and it's been supposedly confirmed by the people at the Reddit moderators that Lamar Jackson and his teammates hate John Harbaugh and want him fired.
So somebody posted that somewhere and I did see it probably about 2 hours ago or 3 hours ago. Cause I don't like any off the field. I hate off the field stuff, like with a passion. I hate people's personal lives and I hate off the field crap. Right. However, Hendo, since I've met you and talked to you, you've been telling me the Harbaugh thing for what, a year at this point?
Yeah, I've been saying this for like 12 years.
So I mean, and
this is my Christmas day.
Right? Like, are we shocked, surprised? Like, and then all the other things, like I think 3, 4, whatever they listed about the team, hotel, that's normal. All that stuff is standard. Surgery in the offseason, all that is standard across all of football. Like, that doesn't even surprise me. That's actually not news. But I've been hearing the Harbaugh thing for a long time now.
But if you listen to John Harbaugh, him and Lamar like this.
They talk.
He calls him up. He loves him and all this other stuff.
We know what that is, respectfully.
I mean, he's trying to save his job, self-preservation.
Exactly.
It's time for him to go. Speaking of coaches that have overstayed their welcome, what are your thoughts, really flawed, on Tomlin?
Coach T. So my thoughts are this: I don't ever want to fire my coach in the middle of the season when he's in contention, because I don't know how it's going to play out. And the thing about Mike Tomlin that I really love is I love seeing him when his back is against the wall, when everybody thinks that he shouldn't do it, when everybody thinks he can't do it. And I want to see it. Like, I want to see what he's going to bring to the table. And like I always say, if it's time for him to go, I'm loyal to the Shield, right? I'm a Steelers fan.
Right.
And that is don't get me wrong, Coach T, like, come on, like, who doesn't like Coach Tomlin? Like, he's Coach Tomlin. But I want to see what he does for the rest of the year. And I'm just going to answer this question because I think I should. If you're going to ask me to pick, Harbaugh has had arguably better talent, higher potential, hasn't achieved it. He's had an MVP. He's had all of the things. How many draft picks have you guys had the past, like, what,
100.
4 or 5 years? Like 12 each year. Like, I mean, that's not what we're dealing with. And so for me, if you're going to ask me to pick, it would 100% be Harbaugh, because I think he's supposed to be, this is supposed to be Super Bowl celebration number 2 or 3, maybe. And he's underachieved severely. I don't even think people think the Steelers should have finished 3rd this year. Last year, they thought we should have finished 4th. So we're not, I mean, technically, we shouldn't even be having this conversation. Actually, my team should be 2 and whatever at this point.
Yeah, understood.
So anyways, that's how I feel about Tomlin and what he's putting out and how he's playing, how he's performing, and what this looks like. I mean, has he made mistakes? Absolutely. If you want me to go through all the mistakes he's made, we can do that. I just don't think, what's the point?
Hendo, in your eyes, answering this one here, Tomlin, Harbaugh, who needs to go first? And I think this question could be asked in 2 ways. Who needs to go, and then realistically, who will actually go first?
It's the same answer.
No, it's
both.
not.
For me, same answer for both. Like, I listen to smart people, and she just so eloquently put it. Like, one coach has had a franchise quarterback. One coach has had the best quarterback in the NFL. One coach has had a GM that's picked on average 10 draft picks per year. One coach has had pro bowlers and all pros on both sides of the ball, but yet has fallen short completely. Another head coach has not had a quarterback since his Hall of Fame quarterback retired, but yet still consistently wins games and has never had a losing season. And I guess if we want to talk about spoiled franchises, we can talk about a franchise that doesn't have losing years, even with bad talent, but once their head coach gone. So for us, for me, I think John Harbaugh should be fired. As soon as the season is over, I think they can mutually part ways. He can get fired. He can quit. He can do whatever he wants to do. But like Amani said, the first person that's going to be scapegoated is Todd Monken. He's going to be the sacrificial lamb. But for anything, I do think that it's John Harbaugh, because we have underachieved with not even what we said, but the league has said over the last 5 years has been 2 or 3 of the best rosters in the NFL. And we've done nothing with it. We haven't even made it to a Super Bowl to lose. So if you're asking me which one should go, I think it should be John Harbaugh. Please be John Harbaugh. Please.
Excellent
Did you
question.
say we haven't made it to a Super Bowl to lose?
Right.
Yeah, we haven't even made it. Like, we don't even add ourselves in that equation.
We went to,
I heard. I just wanted to make sure.
Because we went to an AFC Championship game, and they decided to say, you know what? I got something for y'all. We were 1 game away from the Super Bowl. Let's make this offensive line even worse.
Now that's been Anyway,
John Harbaugh said for a 7th consecutive year, running back. What's a running back? Who runs the ball in the playoffs? That's stupid. It's bad weather.
Freezing cold.
It's bad weather.
Blizzard weather. But we decide
we just had a season where we broke the record for most yards rushing in a season. But who wants to run a running back? That's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Every time we beat you guys, it's bad coaching, in my opinion.
Once again, you have an 18-year head coach that's being out-coached by rookies, 2nd, 5th-year head coaches. Every game that we've lost, especially in the playoffs, he's got out-coached every single time. He's the one coach that I cannot specifically say during a playoff game, oh, man, he coached his butt off, but we lost the game. Better luck next time. You've never heard anybody say that about John Harbaugh.
Osmond brought up a good secondary question there. He said, the question is, if we were to get rid of Harbaugh, and we'll pose this to you as a Steelers fan too, really flawed, if we were to get rid of our head coach, who would you like to see? And we'll start with you, really, Flawed. Who would you like to see replace Mike Tomlin?
If someone is going to replace Tomlin, I think you've got to get an offensive guy because you've got to flip the culture, and you've got to you don't want him. Coach Tomlin is hard-nosed, aggressive. He's a player's coach, obviously, but he has that defensive attribute that I think if you're going to let him go, and he's been here for so long, I feel like you've got to change it. You've got to go to the opposite side of the football. I think you need an offensive guy, and I think you need an offensive guy that maybe even nobody knows if that's the move you're going to make. Because at this point, if you don't do that, you're not really changing anything except for the guy who's telling you the stuff. But if you completely change it, then it's like, here's the change. So yeah, that would be how I would take it. But I don't have the Steelers ever hired. I don't think the Steelers have ever hired an offensive guy. Now that I think about it,
You've had
three head coaches,
and I don't think any of them have been offensive coaches.
I'll take Shanahan.
Listen,
I mean, I know he's not going anywhere, but
listen, I don't mean to offend anybody. I don't mean to offend our guests at all. But I'm going to tell you, you're crazy. You're crazy because Ravens fans told me there are no more coaches left in the world. If we get rid of John Harbaugh, who are we going to get? Because all the coaches have been used up. So you're crazy. You get rid of Tomlin, who are you going to bring in? You can't bring anybody in. All the coaches have retired. It's impossible to find a coach that's going to do anything for your team.
Well, that's just 2 years ago, Seattle figured it out. They were like, let's go get Mike. Even though he's defense, Mike McDonald's defense.
Well, Pittsburgh had a similar situation when Brian Flores was a consultant on the defense.
Yeah,
they had a guy that could have been coaching.
They could have been.
We'll take him. We'll take him. I'll take Brian Flores.
Flores.
I don't. I hear you. There's just some things with that. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. But again, my thing is this. As a Steelers fan, I like to say I'm like a rational Steelers fan, right? I'm never too high, never too low. Like, that's just not how I roll. I don't crash out. I'm not like whatever. The common sense thing to do would be like, everyone is whining about one thing specifically, and it's our offense, right? And everybody is saying our defense is old and whatever. So if they're old, cool. You can bring in new guys for defense or whatever. And people don't like the defense coordinator because when you lose, nobody likes anything, right? That's just how it goes. True. So for me, it's like, in order to almost flip this, and I always say that you're trying to compete against your division first. And you have a Joe Burrow-led Bengals team. No matter what you think about them, as a whole, that offense, those weapons, that offense is that offense right now. The offensive line, but the offense is the offense.
So Agnes,
I think you have to do something to spark it. I think you have to do something to change it. And I also just believe that fans don't really matter. Like in college football, the fans matter because if your fans are upset, they're your boosters. They're the people that are getting the tickets. It's different. In the NFL, they don't give a damn about the fan bases.
You just go ask my Gators. We're about to make some moves. Gators.
And so for me, like if they fire Tomlin and then bring in someone that's just like Tomlin, it's like what are we doing? But I don't think he should go anywhere right now. I think he's perfectly fine exactly where he's at. And I think it's a conversation for another day. But if it has to happen, I will be screaming top of my lungs, give me an offensive guy. Whoever he is, if he's retired, bring him out of retirement.
Well, we brought people out of retirement, Dean Pease.
Stop
trying to get rid of Dean Pease. Not as a head coach, but to assist our defense.
Oh my gosh, I have it. Go get Coach Sark from Texas. Everything works itself out.
Y'all go ahead. Y'all have him. Take him. Good.
Now we're gonna go get somebody from the Florida Gators because that's a winning team. Okay, so I want to get into this game, right? Let's talk about who we think is going to come out with a dub on Sunday. Is it going to be the Steelers or is it going to be the Ravens? We'll start with you, Really Flawed. If you had to say, I know it's kind of
Well, listen,
in the air.
This is my opportunity to be a homer. I'm going with the Steelers. And I'm going with the Steelers because I don't think that Lamar Jackson is 100% healthy. Mm-hmm. I don't trust Harbaugh to actually run the football down our throats, which is what he should do with Derrick Henry repeatedly, and then bring in the next guy, and then the other guy, and then Derrick Henry again. I don't trust him at all to do that. And the other thing is, too, is I think the defense for the Ravens is leaky, just like our defense. And so why not? I'm going Steelers. I'm going Boz last-second field goal to win the game. And after the game, we all look at each other and we say, what the fuck was that? Was that good or bad? Like, what do we do with that? So that's where I'm at.
Okay. All right. Hey, Dantana.
Chaos.
I see your Bears are doing well. So thank you for coming by and hanging with the lowly AFC Northerners.
The midders, the mid teams.
The mid teams. But Hendo, same question. This game, Ravens, Steelers, who are you taking on Sunday?
You already. Baltimore Orioles beat the Pirates 3-2.
We're probably going to get a 3-2 game.
What? Tyler Loop been coming in for the save. What?
Listen, Tyler Loop it's a question mark. I mean, I just get nervous.
Lamar gonna pitch 6.5 innings. Tyler Huntley gonna come in, middle relief. We're going 3-2.
You better speak positive things about Tyler Huntley. You better speak positive things about him.
What?
Yeah, don't say that. But who am I taking for this game?
You already know. You know.
I have a better question when you're done.
Yeah, absolutely. Who am I taking? I'm going to take the Ravens. Now, am I confident in that? Okay, maybe not. Relief. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, exactly. He beat the Bears. He beat.
That's why he get in the middle innings. This is gonna be a close game. Got to keep it. Got to keep them from scoring.
Look, I don't know. I'm not confident that the Ravens are going to win. I'm still taking my team. I'm still, but I'm not confident. I would love to just be able to say that I'm going to have a stress-free Sunday. I'm going to watch my team finally come out and dominate, because I hear, people say, oh, the Ravens are dominating. They're doing this, they're doing that. No, they're not. They haven't. They haven't put together a complete game, offense and defense. Mm-hmm. You've seen games where the offense was able to put up points early in the season. Defense was terrible. Then the defense starts to improve. Lamar goes out, but offense, we can't get it together. We can't score points. That's kind of where we are right now. We're banged up, but that's no excuse. This is the NFL. This is week 14. Most players are playing through something, but you got to be able to, come out with the win. And so I'm going to take my Ravens. Not 100% confident in that, but I'm still sticking with them. Score prediction. Where? Drop it in the chat. What is your score prediction? Who are you taking? But really, Flawed, what do you think the score is going to be?
The score is going to be 14-12.
You laughing, but
the score is going to be 14-12, and somebody's defense is going to get close to scoring. But that's what's going to help it. Somebody's defense is going to get close, and I'm going 14-12.
Okay.
That's about how I feel like both teams are playing right now. An ugly 14-12. We can't hear you, Yolanda.
Oh, sorry.
Right, because she knew she was talking about your bull job, so she said, let me mute myself while I say this so nobody can hear me.
14,
no, whatever. Hey, Doc, thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. Imani, I want a Jackson 5, only. I mean, we got close this year. We had Jackson 4. If that's
what's that song back in the days when I was young? I'm not a kid anymore. I remember those years.
Hendo,
I remember those years of Lamar throwing a touchdown. Man, that was some good time.
That was so good. Those were the good old days. Hendo, score prediction.
9-6.
Okay, let's be serious.
No, I am listen. The Steelers scored what? 7 points last week,
we put a 14 versus one of the worst defenses in the NFL
ever.
And you talk about some be serious. Be serious.
Be serious. Be serious.
I mean,
like, okay.
I'm just saying, listen, we had 2 turnovers and we only put up 7 points.
And we don't know who's gonna step on Lamar's foot during the game.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, and my thing is too, is like, and anybody who's watched me anywhere at any time, I have been saying repeatedly, like, the Steelers offense is like it's so bad and so inconsistent that I just don't even know. I mean, we've scored, like, I think in one game this year, I think we scored 10 points. I think in another game, I think we scored 20 points. We struggle to score points.
Yeah. 5 touchdowns. I don't care.
But Ty, hey there, thanks for being here. Ty said it's gonna be a game, and I'm like, Ty, okay. Realistically, we were probably saying the same thing about going into play against the Bengals with Joe Burrow coming back. I'm sure people were saying, oh yeah, this one's in the bag. Ain't no way the Ravens are about to lose. Prime time at the bank, Thursday night football. We're playing Joe Burrow, who's just coming back, hasn't played a down in the NFL since week 3, 4, whatever it was. So I'm just gonna say, like, I want to be, realistic, but a low scoring game is one thing, but Hendo 9-6,
11-9 on the safety and OT. That would be a Ravens Steelers.
That's terrible.
That would be a Ravens Steelers type game, though.
But let's be honest though. If it's 11-9 and somebody wins in overtime, that's a Steelers win. That's how we win. That's how you guys win. Yeah, I don't want overtime. You guys are a little bit. I mean, come on. Like, if we're matching past 5 years to kind of, you guys are supposed to win most, like, the past 5 years. I feel like you guys are supposed to win every single game. When it doesn't happen, it's because, like, wasn't last year one game like 16-18 when you guys were like the number 1 defense or offense in the NFL? Yeah, remember, all we did was kick field goals the whole game. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. We didn't even score a touchdown.
Yeah, there was one game where the running back that y'all don't even have anymore, he scored the touchdown on Patrick on Roquan Smith.
Roquan.
Just
Najee Harris, he scored that.
Just like random.
There was the pass against Marlon Humphrey on like 3rd or 4th down. It's just little things that y'all get. You guys, your head coach said, keep it close. The Ravens rely on analytics, and they're going to mess up somehow. If we keep the game close in the 4th quarter, we're going to win because
we're going to win the game.
And we are too predictable. And if it's a close game, that's how you guys beat us. So if we can go out here and we can start fast, if we look to what happened in the past, just a week ago,
if you start fast,
it was all good just a week ago. If we look at what happened and we run the ball, if Derrick Henry gets stopped, so what? You continue to run him. I don't see a team that sees the same play 29 times and said, you know what? That looked different. I can't stop that. Go right ahead. If you can't beat that, we don't deserve to win.
Yeah. Hey, Doc, he wants to know, is it snowing? It was snowing today. Don't know if it'll snow on Sunday, but
it snowed when I was leaving work.
But it was snowing today. Yeah. So
do we think weather matters in this matchup?
No.
Because
we are carbon copies. When we came back into the league, we modeled ourselves after the Steelers. And ever since then, it's been hard-nosed run. We were supposed to be built for this type of weather because we on the East Coast, we right next to the water. We're used to the snow and the cold and the wind. So it's not really going to matter. Even when Lamar went to Buffalo and they were like, oh, it's going to be -4. Lamar, what is he going to do? Played pretty darn well. So it's not going to be a factor. The only thing that may happen is the cut on Aaron Rodgers' nose might freeze up and he get a little owie and got to sit out for like 2 quarters. Mason Rudolph come in and we just
2 quarters.
While he gets a little blood, he gets his boo-boo tended to.
That's terrible. Oh
no, I lied. I'm sorry, I forgot. He's a drug user. Ashwagandha, or whatever he's using, and just
he'll be fine.
He'll be all right.
Question in the chat: any Ravens fans believe the Steelers are going to win, and vice versa? Any Steelers fans in the chat think the Ravens are going to win? Let us know. If you're not taking your team, let us know and tell us why.
We're all taking our team, but we're not all confident. We're all
that's why I want to know.
The Ravens?
It could be a Steelers fan. I've seen a Steelers fan. I saw a podcast earlier this week. Steelers fan said, I love my Steelers, but I'm taking the Ravens in this one.
If we lose,
so everybody is flip-flopping. Like the Steelers fans are flip-flopping, saying the Ravens, and the Ravens fans are like, well, this is the opportunity for the Steelers to come in. I'm like,
oh my God.
Fandom.
Right.
Yeah.
See,
Gotta love it.
You see what the NFL has done to us? You see what the NFL has done to us? We got Bears fans thinking that they bought that life now. Like they had one good season. Now it's bear down. We're number one in the NFC.
Leave my
Look
goddamn
at us and look at what we're
Their
doing.
record is better than ours, so you stop it right now. Stop it.
It took us 100 years, but we might finally get a 4,000-yard passer. Look at me. Wee.
Oh boy. Thank you, Clot, for being in the building. Clot wants to know who is our guest. Our special guest is Really Flawed. We will link her channel down below after this stream. Make sure you go over and check out Really Flawed's channel. She covers, she's a Steelers fan, but she covers sports all together. So she loves her Texas Longhorns.
And them Colorado Buffaloes.
Oh gosh, can we just not even talk about the Colorado Buffaloes right now?
I was going to stop it. I was going to stop right there at Texas and just, let them go explore.
Let it ride.
I had your back.
I'm triggered. All of a sudden. I'm triggered.
Look, it's been rough out there for the Colorado.
The Steelers and the Ravens are better than that. Okay, so we're talking about tiers at least.
Listen, I want to apologize. I was a little excited and really upset about the Ravens, and I spoke in earnest. Let me retract my statement about Jalen Hurts. He's not a fraud. Archie Manning's the fraud. Sorry. Go on, continue.
We do have a super chat donation coming in from RTB Dre 74. Thank you for the $2 donation. RTB says Harbaugh is Doc Rivers.
Yes, he is.
Of the NFL. Harbaugh.
What a great analogy.
He is.
Yeah. Most blown 3-1 leads, and the guy who gets in the playoffs and blows the best rosters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Nobody can ever say that the Baltimore Ravens roster is like they get every year. I mean, every year in the draft, every year. Everyone's like, yeah, be ready. Don't blink. They got it this year. This is the year. Oh my gosh.
For this year, everybody, best defense, best constructed roster. Everybody was like, "Oh, they're going to the Super Bowl."
Best draft.
And we're 6-6. Yes, Devin, we did. We beat the Bears.
Oh, you said draft. Oh,
with Tyler Huntley.
Another first round safety. Hey, Miss Flawed, can you? I know you know about football, right? I just want you to answer me one question, if you could. If you know the answer to this, can you name me another team in the NFL that decided they needed 2 first-round safeties?
No.
Okay. I'm just asking. I'm just making
sure. That's just the kind of foolishness that we do. We have ownership rights to that type of silliness when it comes to drafting. Dan Tana, thank you, my guy. I appreciate you. Thank you for the $10 donation. We appreciate the support. Dan Tana writes, "We, the Bears, made Jalen Hurts look like a fraud." You missed it earlier. Hendo called Jalen Hurts a fraud. And we stopped the tush push, which no other team couldn't.
I'm sorry. It was a couple other teams that stopped them. But Dan Tanner, I'm going to give you y'all props. Y'all out there doing y'all thing. And
winning games.
And guess what it took? Guess what it took for them to do that? A coaching change.
New coaching.
That's what we talked about here. Oh my gosh. Daniel Jones went from the Giants and being a bum to
being like Danny,
semi-relevant, but the Colts are winning. And what did it take? A coaching change. But when we speak of coaching change, it's blasphemy. It's how can we get rid of John Harbaugh? Who else is going to have us be mid in the playoffs? Anybody?
Splasher said, "Where's Mike Green?"
Mike Green?
Yeah, okay. We just gonna put that one on the back.
No, we not. Listen, Mike. The problem with the problem with us is a lot of fans is we have high expectations for high draft picks, right? And we expected Mike Green from his production in college to come in and be something special. We keep forgetting he played at a smaller level school. But more importantly, look at the talent around him. The general manager did not put a competitive roster up front to help him out. We are relying on him to be our pass rush, and you should not expect a second-round rookie to do that. He's doing just fine. Outside of Draymond Jones's 5.5 sacks, the one that he got with us, Mike Green is leading this team in sacks with 2.5. So for me, I think he's doing quite well for the position that he's been put in.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't start off super spectacular, but he had to get acclimated. And I think now he's doing better. Now that Tavius Robinson is back and can take a little bit of pressure off of him, I think he's going to take that next step. Now, he may run into a little bit of fatigue because in college, they don't play as many games, but I think he's progressing the way I would expect him to. The bigger question is, where's Malachi Starks? Yes, he got a couple of gimme interceptions. He got gifted some super chats in his hands, but outside of that, where has he been? Like, he's dropped some interceptions. He's missed a lot of tackles. He's taken a lot of bad angles. We expect more out of our second round pick than we do our first round pick. And I wonder why that is, because teams don't take 2 first round safeties.
Yes, they do. The Ravens do. Doc Rock said, my Raiders can't win a speeding ticket. Look, I've already told you what to do, Doc. Send Max over our way. RTB Dre coming back with another $2 donation. Thank you for the support. He writes, bring in Brian Flores as head coach and watch how we succeed.
Facts. Because he'll hire the right offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Like, he knows I ain't about that offensive coordinator life. He'll bring in the right guy. He's been around success. He's been in a New England system with Bill Belichick, who a lot of people don't know this, but Bill Belichick knows football. He knows offense, he knows defense, he knows special teams, and it would surprise a lot of people. So some of that rubbed off on him, and he's been a part of a winning organization. We just take for granted that we have wins every season, and that's because Lamar Jackson drags us over the finish line. He masks a lot of deficiencies that we have on his team. So now we're just like, oh, John Harbaugh is this great coach. What does he do great in games that says you went and outcoached that dude and you had a masterful game plan? When has John Harbaugh went to a game, especially during the playoffs, and you said, you know what, we were losing, we were down, but you know what, that in-game adjustment, he hit it right on the head? No, you don't. You see him with his mouth open, breathing.
Stop calling them in a mouth breather. Stop it, Endo. Be nice.
I like my guys.
We believe in our guys. I have faith in our guys. They fought hard. They played a good game. The film that I watched really didn't show, it wasn't as bad as I thought. And
is that what he says? Like after, like not after Mondays, the game, but after he has to watch it.
No. He says after the game, as soon as the game starts. I like our guys. It's just one game. There are many games ahead of us. We just got to get better and keep practicing. And I saw some good things out there, but I'm gonna have to look at the tape. But I can just tell you from what I saw, things look really good. Coach Harbaugh, why did you only run the ball 2 times? That's just the way the game went.
Yeah, sometimes that's how the game flows. You want to call the best plays and put your team in a position to succeed.
This man said you only get 4 quarters. What do you want me doing 4 quarters?
How many carries is Derrick Henry going to have this game?
Wait, you only get...
All right, you only get 4 quarters.
You only get 4 quarters. What do you expect us to do?
You only get 4 quarters.
Right. And he'll legitimately look at the camera and be like
and say it with a straight face.
Why you asking me dumb questions?
Yeah, like, why are you asking a dumb question?
They asked him the other day about the Cincinnati game, and they were like, in the second quarter, you had 2 3-and-outs, and that kind of led to Cincinnati getting points. Why didn't you run the ball? Because you were having success with it. He was like, what do you mean? We had 2 3-and-outs. How could we run the ball? We went 3-and-out. Like,
just you know what? Stop it with him.
How could you run the ball with 3-and-outs?
That doesn't make dumb sense.
You had 6 plays to run the ball, John.
It doesn't make dumb sense. You know what? I have Horace Torres. That is an excellent question. And we're going to ask it to this, to really Flawed as well, because she, even though she's a Steelers fan, she believes in Lamar. Why doesn't Lamar audible and change the plays at the line of scrimmage?
Hendo may or may not remember. That has been my thing with him when we had our conversation this summer, where I was like, it's time for Lamar to take over this offense by way of so we're I think that's at some point because and I said this about Cam Hayward in the offseason. Cam Hayward was holding out because he was like, I'm going to get a deal. I'm going to get a deal. I'm going to get a deal. Right. And I was like, team holdout, right? Because I'm like, you do what you do, bro. Because in the back end, there's players that are saying thank you, right? Because he's upping everybody's salaries and contracts and things like that. I feel like it's where's Lamar? Where's that from him? I think it's him to do that. But I think the problem is that Lamar, the way he audibles is, all right, I'm going to run this play. I'm going to look at it. If it don't look good, I'm just going to take off anyway. So it's so I feel like that's the next evolution of him is audibling into plays that he can throw out of, because he also is going to start getting older. He'll start slowing down eventually. He has to kind of do some of the things differently for him. So that's what I think, is that I think that's the next evolution of his game, is being that person that kind of looks around and is like, nah, like, we're going to change that. So
I agree with you. I agree with you, really, Flawed. But one point I kind of disagree. I think this year, especially with all of the injuries that Lamar has trying to still play through, and he's rallying, right? He's really rallying. I think when you, like you said, he sees a defense, is like, no, this ain't it. Let me go take off. We have seen him very hesitant in taking off, running with the ball, where normally years past, it wouldn't even be a thought. Like, he would automatically run. This year, I don't know that he's physically full body able to do that as he would like to. So that goes back to the question, Hendo, and I'm going to ask you, why doesn't Lamar change at the line of scrimmage the play call when he sees, like, no, okay, all right, what? Don Munkin dialed up this? No way. No, I'm changing this.
Because he ain't me. We had this conversation, Lonnie. Like, we recently had this conversation, and I told her, I said, on the low, on some real stuff, like, Lamar has to take ownership of this team. Like, and not even just the run aspect of it. Lamar needs to be like some of the great quarterbacks of the past. Because Peyton Manning, he's had some amazing offensive coordinators, but there were times that he and Jeff Saturday got in that huddle and was like, we ain't running that. We're doing something else. And I just think that is the last step in Lamar's evolution, where he just takes full command. I just think he's so much of a team guy, and he's so respectful, and he's so nice that he's just like, oh, this is the game plan that we have. This is the game plan that we're going to follow. Lamar studies. He reads defenses. He knows plays. So he can sit there and say, you know what, Todd Monken, I know you keep calling these wide receiver screens and these reverses for Zay Flowers. We're not doing that. And and audible to something that's actually going to work. I think that is the last step for him. But I think he's just such a nice guy. He's not going to do it. And if we're going to win a Super Bowl, he needs to take full autonomy of this offense and say, you know what, forget Todd Monken, forget John Harbaugh's Ravens offense, and just be the quarterback that you are, especially like you said, with him getting older. Those running skills are going to diminish. Now, they may diminish slowly, but they're going to diminish. Father Time is undefeated. So I just think he needs to be more vocal. He needs to take more of a command of this offense if we're going to win a Super Bowl. Stop being Mr. Nice Guy. When they sit you down for renegotiation about redoing your contract, tell them, I want John Harbaugh gone. I want an offensive line. I want a real number one wide receiver. Like, be vocal about the things that you need, and stop sitting back being a team guy. I think he's just such a team guy that he's not going to do it. But we need him to be that a-hole if we're going to take that next step.
Let me ask you this. Keys to the game. Really Flawed. If the Steelers are to win this game, what are the keys to victory for the Steelers?
Turnovers and points. Because I think what I know about Harbaugh is, once you go up on the Ravens, he abandons the run. And
facts.
And because the Steelers haven't shown to be able to score points, that is going to put a wrinkle in his kind of psyche, probably. And turnovers speak for themselves, right? Like that. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but I think if the Steelers are able to score points, I think that's going to really change some things that the Ravens want to do. Because history tells me that once the team goes up, Harbaugh will make excuses for not running the ball also. He says it all the time.
So frustrating.
Yeah. So for me, I think points is what is going to make it, is what is going to be an X factor here.
Okay. If you are a Steelers fan, drop your comments in the chat. What do the Steelers need to do to win against this Baltimore Ravens team that is really trying to fight their way back? We do have a super chat, another super chat from RTB Dre74, coming back yet again with another $4.99 donation. Thank you for your support. He writes, it's coaching malpractice. Like, it's unbearable to watch this team, me and my homeboy, be shaking our heads at the two worst guards in the NFL. And you know what? Those two worst guards are our starters, period, with the exception of this last game, Rosengarten.
Oh, no, he started. They started. They just put Emory, they just rotated him.
They just rotated.
He only played 27%. He played 16 snaps.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thank you again for the donation. But absolutely, it's tough to watch the Ravens because as fans and people who really love and support Lamar, we want better for him and we want better for this team when we could be better, but we just kind of keep doing the same foolish things over and over. Hendo, keys to victory. If you are a Ravens fan, drop your keys to victory in the chat right now. What are the keys to victory, Hendo, for the Ravens to beat the Steelers?
Irritable bowel syndrome. Coach Harbaugh gets it, and we have somebody else coach.
Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. You all have a wonderful evening. We will see you all back very soon. Until then, you take care. You stay safe. And
Wait a minute.
Wait, what did you just say?
What? Huh?
What did you?
Exactly. Everybody's looking at you like, what, Hendo? That's why I ended the scream.
I said the coach has irritable bowel syndrome, and he has to stand in the bathroom. Somebody else coaches the game. Then we'll win. Hands down. Bam.
I almost.
Yeah, it's Hendo can be hazardous to your health. You got to make sure you stay away from sharp objects. Don't drink water at times when he's speaking because you're on your own. But really though, realistically, we have to run the ball. That's keys to victory. Keys to victory for the Ravens to win. Run the ball.
What?
I'm just going to move on.
I'm just saying he don't come out the bathroom. He can't coach.
Lady Ram, he is horrible, isn't he? He's terrible. I tell him this all the time.
Why are y'all laughing? Like if
nobody's laughing. They don't. Those aren't.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
I'm not even laughing. I'm dead serious.
You are deep down inside. I can feel it.
I'm not saying somebody at the hotel or something put something in his food,
Stop it.
Hey, homegirl told us the key to kind of get to the floor, right?
The floor, right? Yes, go to the key. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with a few hours of Hershey squirts.
All right. Well, we appreciate you all tuning in. Thanks so much. We will see you guys back really soon.
Wait a minute. You didn't even let her say what she's got going on her channel.
Because when you say stuff like this, it's just an automatic game over. But anyway, we hope you guys have enjoyed.
Well, wait, Yolanda, what do you think? Give us you close this out. Like, what do you think if the Ravens are going to win this game? What will they have to do for you
to win this game?
Ignore him.
Yeah, I like that. I like that, Flawed. Really flawed. We'll just ignore him. So to win this game, the Ravens have got to make better decisions. They have to make better decisions. And by that, I mean, okay, if we're going to maintain our starters at offensive line, which I don't think we're going to make any adjustments, we are going to have to run the ball. Do not have Lamar Jackson out there running. We do not need that. Like someone said earlier, they stepped on his foot today. We don't know who the he is, but his foot got trampled on. So we already know he's playing through several injuries. Like, we need to take the pressure off of Lamar Jackson to the extent we're able, run the ball. We also need to see tight ends get involved, especially the ones that just got paid. And by get involved, I mean more than one catch.
Not driving touchdowns?
Exactly. That. So those are just some of my keys. And for our defense, in order for us to win the game, our defense has to be able to get turnovers. Like, we need to be able to capitalize on the fact that we are playing a 42-year-old just not performing as well as he used to, Aaron Rodgers. Mm-hmm. If we can't capitalize on that, if we can't get a turnover because of that, then all these millions and billions and bajillions of dollars that we've invested in our defense, it's for naught. So, like you said, Flawed, we've got to win the turnover battle, secure the ball. And that's something Todd Monken said that they focused on this week in practice. Ball security. We've got to protect the ball. We've got to protect Lamar. Yeah. And we got to get some turnovers. Keys to victory. That's it. That's how we win.
Are you guys going to be live on your... Okay.
Yes.
I mean, listen, if it's too much of a joke, I might just join for just a couple of minutes just to be like, this is as bad as we all knew it was.
We would love that. That would be so great. Somebody mentioned it in the chat and I didn't want to, say it because I was like, I don't know if she'd be down for that. So, but yes, we'd love that.
So
I mean, a little bit. I get really, go ahead.
I'm sorry. If you do join, there will be another Steelers fan there. So it'll be 2-on-2.
Yeah, it'll be two Steelers fans.
Well, I was just gonna say I can't promise because I've obviously y'all both know this, but I've been in you all's chat while a game has been happening before. I am not a good engaging game on I'm that's not where I shine. So, for me, like, yeah. So I would be like, wait, what'd you say? Wait, who did what? So,
I do that all the time, and I'm like, Hendo, what just happened? Wait, okay, I gotta watch the replay. Stop, wait.
I do that all the time. If you listen long enough, we'll spend hours not even talking about the game.
Yeah, but but like I said, like if it's heading into like halftime or something, and it's kind of like one of those things, like be on lookout. I might be like, send me the link. We got to talk about it. So, absolutely. Or maybe I could come at just like halftime.
Yeah, come at the last couple of minutes during the second half, maybe like the last minute and a half or 2 minutes of the second quarter. Send me the
link whenever you all get it up and going, and I'll just pop in and just be
and then make sure when we're doing a kneel down in victory formation, you stop in and be like, "Hey guys, good game. We knew what was going to happen."
Only if it goes both ways. Whoever gets the kneel, I'll be here for whoever gets the nail down.
Okay,
so
we will too. Like, I mean,
so if I remember, because I do make a video right after, I do an instant reaction, but but we'll figure it out. Send me the link, and I'll either be on. I'll definitely try to come on like at halftime for sure, because I'll probably be in my best. Like I'll remember. Anything other than that, sometimes I get sidetracked because there's other games going on, and I get into those games because my team can't score points. So
I'm like, what's going on around the league? I get, really excited, especially when the Bills are losing. We have another super chat donation coming through. This time again, a $2 donation from RTB Dre. Thank you for the support. He writes, 17 double-digit leads blown. It's coaching all day. That's right. It is coaching malpractice. Hendo has already called for John Harbaugh to go before Congress and explain.
Yes. So that's where the Doc Rivers analogy comes in. Doc Rivers.
So is that the lifetime of him being the coach, or?
So that is the most since these stats were tracked. That is the most blown double-digit leads since 2000, I believe, since 2000, and he's only been a coach since 2008. So he gave the league an 8 year. He gave the league an 8 year head start, and then said, "I can beat that. Watch me." So yes, Doc Rivers most blown 3-1 leads in the NBA. John Harbaugh most double-digit leads blown in the NFL.
I did not know that.
So that's the correlation between the two.
Hey, Davon. And yes, Josiah, you were the one. I couldn't remember who. So yes, Josiah said, I knew that would be a good idea. Yeah, have Really Flawed come by if she has some time.
Halftime. I'll make sure at halftime for sure. Send me the link. So, because when you send the link, I put it on my calendar, so it will alert me. But yeah, I'll definitely do halftime for sure. Even if it's like 5 minutes, I'll definitely pop up and be like, what in the hell is 0-0? What are we thinking, folks?
Man. You know what? I'd be thinking at that point, Hendo, in the stream. That's what I'd be thinking. Like, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my afternoon and not watch this. But Really Flawed, it has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. Absolutely. Please let everyone know where they can find you and what you have going on here on YouTube.
Yeah, so I'm Really Flawed everywhere. So I am on Twitter, I am on Instagram, X, whatever it is, and I'm on YouTube. And I'm very active. So like I'm very active in comment sections, in my own comment section, on Twitter. If you DM me, like if you're appropriate, I interact with everybody that like reaches out to me. And yeah, I talk about football. I love football. I am also heavily into college football. I know a lot of people that watch the NFL aren't really heavily into college football. I am all about college football too. So I do talk about college football, and I just love football. I love talking and like figuring out what we're going on. So yeah, that's my channel. And yeah, I will probably be back for the next time we play. So we might just save this and just hit play, because it might be the same same story. Yeah, and I think, what is it, January 4th, I think is the date. So it might be very similar. No, but seriously, I appreciate both of you. And this is my first time able to talk to you, Yolanda. So I am so excited that you're here. And I'm so excited that we are like doing this, and that we've found the time to like connect and talk about our teams, even when they're both, doing whatever this is. Period. That's all I got.
We're doing. Yes, it was great to meet you virtually and have you come share the screen with us, joining the Hendonda show. It's been a pleasure. You all make sure you go over. I'm sorry. Pardon me for speaking while you were interrupting.
How many times have you interrupted me with my own words? Make sure you go
over and subscribe to Really Flawed. You will enjoy her content. please do that. Show her some love and some support.
Please.
We appreciate it.
She has some dope content.
Yes, Eye of Horus. She is a Longhorns fan.
And
She's a
Texas. And if you like the Hey Yo show,
and Donda show.
It's the Hey Yo show, and we are fans of Colorado over here. Ain't that right,
Yeah.
Claude?
Yeah. Listen.
I mean,
hey, we did get a new OC. And we got it. Listen, we got an OC that has called college plays. All right. Round of applause. All right. We're moving. Okay. We got an OC that has called college plays before. I love to see it. Amen. Okay. We only signed like 10 high school guys out of high school and early signing day. But that's okay. We have an OC that is called college football. We're headed in the right direction.
Listen, by 2030, you're going to get an offensive line.
Anyway,
this is it.
Eye of Horus, Taurus, that's right. SEC all day. Go Gators. And on that note, on that lovely note, because my Gators are coming back with a vengeance.
We're done now.
Did y'all hire y'all's coach yet?
Nah, we're working on it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, such a desirable place. Yeah, no coach.
Whatevs. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We will see you back very soon. Turn on your post notifications, subscribe, join the family, do all the things, go over and show Really Flawed some love, and we will see you back very soon. Take care, family.
It might be tomorrow.
It might be.
Luckily, I was off tonight, and I think I'm off tomorrow night as well. So
if my voice comes back enough, we can go live again.
You talk today, please.
If she
I was relatively quiet.
I know you didn't, sir.
I know.
You should say thank you.
And you're welcome, Hendo.
For what?
Oh, now he don't know for what. That's cool.
Exactly.
That's cool.
We'll see y'all soon.
Bye.
Bye, guys.